and I expect each of you to supply these men. We must rebuild what was lost at Ostagar, and quickly. There are those who would take advantage of our weakened state if we let them. We must defeat this Darkspawn incursion, but we must do so sensibly and without hesitation.
Your lordship, if I might speak. You have declared yourself Queen Honora's regent, and claim we must unite under your banner for our own good. But what of the army lost at Ostagar? Your withdrawal was most fortuitous.
Everything I have done has been to secure Ferelden's independence. I have not shirked my duty to the throne, and neither will any of you!
The Banon will not bow to you simply because you demand it.
Understand this. I will brook no threat to this nation from you or anyone.
Bantegan, please!
Your Majesty, your father risks civil war. If Eamon were here...
Bantegan, my father is doing what is best.
Did he also do what was best for your husband, Your Majesty?
Wake up, gentlemen. More travelers to attend to. I'd guess the pretty one is the leader.
They don't look much like them others, you know. Maybe we should just let these ones pass.
Nonsense. Greetings, travelers.
Highwaymen, preying on those fleeing the Darkspawn, I suppose.
They are fools to get in our way. I say, teach them a lesson.
Now, is that any way to greet someone? A simple 10 silvers and you're free to move on.
Okay, we're not refugees.
What did I tell you? No wagons, and this one looks armed.
The toll applies to everyone, Heinrich. That's why it's a toll, and not, say, a refugee tax.
Oh, right. Even if you're no refugee, you still gotta pay.
You're toll collectors?
Indeed, for the upkeep of the Imperial Highway. It's a bit of a mess, isn't it?
You're fixing the highway? I think not.
Not much gets past you, I see.
It's not really a toll. We're just robbing you, see?
Do shut up. Even a genlock would have understood that.
I don't have that kind of coin.
Ah, and if I don't believe you, how do we solve this predicament?
Do you really want to fight a Grey Warden?
Did she say she's a Grey Warden? Them ones killed the king.
Traitors to Ferelden, I hear. Tern Loghain put quite a bounty on any who are found.
But are them Grey Wardens good? I mean, really good? Good enough to kill a king?
You have a point. Well, let's forget about the toll. We'll just leave you to your darkspawn fighting, king-killing ways.
The Grey Wardens could use a donation.
You don't say.
They is really good, boss. Remember?
Well, yes. 20 silvers? That's all we've collected today.
Alright.
Then take it. Do enjoy your stay in Lothering and all that.
It's not their money. I mean, if they just stole it. Did I miss something? Or... Oh, no, that's just... I mean, you could go back to the map, but it will not do much.
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back? I see enemies ahead.
Oh, so yeah, once you get that stuff, they attack you. Alright, well anyway. I don't really care if they're alive or not. These guys. Bandit leader, yep.
Alright, we surrender. We're just trying to get by before the darkspawn get us all.
You picked the wrong target.
Yes, of course. We should have been more careful. I'm sorry.
You'll follow my lead. I could use some soldiers.
What, are you joking, right? I could never be a soldier.
Hand over everything you've stolen.
Yes, of course. The coins we collected are right here. Just over 100 silvers. The rest is in the chests we brought. I swear.
Okay.
Well, what could I tell you? We aren't even from these parts.
Alright, any survivors from the battle?
Maybe. A group of wounded ash warriors came by earlier. Got right out of their way.
News?
Everyone's saying how the Grey Wardens betrayed the king during the Darkspawn fight. Got him and themselves killed. Turn Loghain pulled out just in time. First thing he's doing as regent is putting a bounty on Grey Wardens.
Well, how nice of him.
Well then, let me go!
Turn you to the authorities?
There aren't any. Just the Templars, and they'll execute me. I'm not going down without a fight!
Alright.
You fear me.
Now special thanks.
Lost me and you.
They have even more money on them than they said.
All right, all right.
Well, there it is. Lothering. Pretty as a painting.
Ah, so you have finally decided to rejoin us, have you? Falling on your blade in grief seemed like too much trouble, I take it.
Is my being upset so hard to understand? Have you never lost someone important to you? Just what would you do if your mother died?
Before or after I stopped laughing?
Right, very creepy. Forget I asked.
What do you want to talk about?
His navel, I suspect. He certainly has been contemplating it for long enough.
Oh, I get it. This is the part where we're shocked to discover how you've never had a friend your entire life.
I can be friendly when I desire to. Alas, desiring to be more intelligent does not make it so.
Anyway, I thought we should talk about where we intend to go first.
Let me see here. So yeah, what about Fergus? Where is that guy?
He was out scouting in the wilds, wasn't he? That's what the king said.
Then attempting to look for him there would be foolish. He is either dead or he managed to flee to the north.
Very sensitive.
I am simply saying that it is foolish to mount a rescue when you have no notion where this man is and the wilds are overrun with darkspawn. You will either find him somewhere outside the wilds with other survivors, or not at all.
Okay, we need more news before we decide.
But we need to decide what our general plan is for afterwards, don't we? I think what Flemeth suggested is the best idea. These treaties, have you looked at them?
Not yet.
There are three main groups that we have treaties for. The Dalish Elves, the Dwarves of Orzammar, and the Circle of Magi. I also still think that Arleman is our best bet for help. We might even want to go to him first.
What about you, Morgan?
Go after your enemy directly. Find this man Loghain and kill him. The rest of this business with the treaties can then be done in safety.
Yes, he certainly wouldn't see that coming, and it's not like he has the advantage of an army and experience and...
I was asked for my opinion and I gave it. If your wish is to come up with reasons why something cannot be done, we will stand here until the Darkspawn are upon us.
Okay, let's just
Fair
go.
enough. Let's head into the village whenever you're ready.
We were lucky. We had the coin to pay the toll to those bandits. Many didn't.
I have a wonder, Alistair, if you will indulge me.
Do I have a choice?
Of the two of you that remain, are you not the senior Grey Warden here? I find it curious that you allow another to lead while you follow.
You find that curious, do you?
In fact, you defer to a new recruit. Is this the policy of the Grey Wardens, or simply a personal one?
What do you want to hear? That I prefer to follow? I do.
You sound so very defensive.
Couldn't you crawl into a bush somewhere and die? That would be great, thanks.
Alright.
Where can we go? This is no better than what we left.
There. If you're looking for safe shelter, I'll warn you, there's none to be found.
Templar.
Move on if you can. Lothering's lost.
What do you mean?
We've had refugees streaming from the south for the last 2 days. The Chantry and Tavern are full to bursting. There simply isn't enough food to go around, and we Templars can barely keep order. You'd be better off elsewhere, my friend.
Thanks for the warning.
Best of luck wherever you might go.
Who are you? Can you protect us?
Back off. I have the right to charge what I wish.
You profit from their misfortune. I should have the Templars give away everything in your carts.
You wouldn't dare. Any of you step too close to my goods and I'll...
It's so nice to see everyone working together in a crisis. Warms the heart.
Oh, you there. You look able. Would you care to make a tiny profit helping a beleaguered businessman?
Is your profiteering ruffling some feathers?
You could say that, yes.
The nerve of these people!
He is charging outlandish prices for things people desperately need. Their blood is filling his pockets.
'Tis only survival of the fittest. All of these cretins would do the same in his shoes, given the chance.
I have limited supplies. The people decide what those supplies are worth to them.
You bought most of your wares from these very people last week. Now they flee for their lives, and you want to talk business?
Look, stranger, I've 100 silvers if you drive this rabble off, starting with that priest. I'm an honest merchant, nothing more.
Let me see here. Maybe, yeah, you don't think you're being unscrupulous?
Would it help these folks if they could buy no goods at all?
They spend their very last coin because they are desperate, and this man preys upon them as surely as the bandits outside the city.
Ah, I'm not arguing anymore. Drive off this woman and get your 100 silvers. Otherwise, I'm taking my wagon and leaving.
Lower prices or lose your goods. Try to persuade him, I guess. You can compromise and make a profit.
Perhaps. If that woman agrees I'm allowed to charge something.
Do what you must, so long as the prices do not beggar the needy.
Fine, fine, done. And since you don't look too needy, normal prices for you.
So, we have come to solve every squabble in the village personally. My, but the Darkspawn will be impressed.
Thank you for your generous assistance. May the Maker watch over your path.
Well, Morgan didn't like that.
Got it. Now's better than later.
Where did he go, actually? I thought he would be selling stuff, but he isn't. Okay.
I'm scared. When are we going home?
Really need to find a shop here, because I need to get rid of the items.
So I take it you did not enjoy your Templar training?
That's directed at me, I take it.
Do you see any others about who have failed at their religious instruction?
I didn't fail, I was recruited into the Grey Wardens.
And if you had not been recruited, what would have happened instead?
I would have turned into a drooling lunatic, slaughtered the Grand Cleric, and run through the streets of Denham in my small clothes, I guess.
Your self-awareness does you credit.
I thought you'd like that.
Ah, merchant, there he is. Okay, men.
Don't suppose you're looking to buy something? All right. Just don't buy everything up.
I'm more interested in selling, to be honest. Alright, first, let's get rid of these things. I'm not a big fan of traps. I know like some games do that, but I'm like, I don't really understand how it works, so... Darkspawn dagger, okay, can go. There's some two-handed swords, which not a huge fan of, but I'll keep one of them just for now. And then you also got the kind of hammers, bows, crossbow. Yep, okay. Chainmail, I got 2 of them. I don't need 2. Blood Dragon Plate, but I don't have the strength for that. And this one as well. It's a shame, because they look decent, but This one is not very good. Amulet. This thing. To be honest with you, like this thing. Do I need this or not? Don't need that. Okay. Let's have a look here. Yeah. She has no rings equipped. There we go. 2 more. I think like these items, look, let me check very quickly. This item is not used in any crafting recipes or quests and can be sold to vendors. That's what I thought. It's basically just stuff you can get to sell.
Don't suppose you're looking to buy something. All right.
Alright. Probably all of them. Well, not that one. That's a gift. But the rest of the stuff, yes. And the green stone, I suppose, as well. There we go. Now we have a bit of space. Still a lot of stuff I have to carry. But I wish there was your house somewhere where you can drop off the items. Maybe that comes later.
All right, all right.
Mother, where are you? Have you seen my mother? She's really tall, and she has red hair. We live on a big farmhold, all of us. Some mean men with swords came, and Mother told me to run to the village as fast as I could, so I did. She said she'd be right behind me, but I've been waiting and waiting, and I can't see her. Mother said I wasn't to
Okay,
go with
let's go
anyone.
look together.
I'm supposed to wait for her here, in the village.
Go to the chantry.
I will, but only if I don't find Mother first. You're a really nice lady. Kind of like Mother. I should go look for her.
Alright.
Got it. Now's better than later.
And Eileen spoke unto the masses, my hearth is yours, my bread is yours, my life is yours. For all who walk in the sight of the Maker are one.
Greetings. And his clothes suddenly changed? That's weird. Smile back.
Let all repeat the chant of light. Only the word dispels the darkness upon us.
He can't answer you. He's Chanter Devons.
What's a chanter?
One of them that can only say the chant of light. His board has letters of good deeds to be doing. My father fixed Widow Allison's roof once, and the charter paid him, he did.
A learned child is a blessing upon his parents and onto the Maker.
So if I wanted to thatch a roof, I talk to
There's
him.
all sorts of things on his board. Even traveling sellswords sometimes turn in postings.
So he can't speak at all?
Unless it's the chant of light, no.
And so Rajmael in the heathen temple recanted. Speak only the word, sing only the chant, then the golden city is thine, spoke Andraste.
The Maker is a righteous ass. Anything to say to that?
Sometimes we throw pebbles at him. Doesn't work either.
A chanter says what?
What?
Oh, you got him to speak. Ha!
What hath man's sin wrought?
Oh, he cheated.
Okay. Alright.
Alright, alright.
Northern Wood. Sure, why not? Sounds pretty easy. What is this place? Oh, that's the chantry, okay.
The legions of evil are on your doorstep. They will feast upon our hearts.
There is nowhere to run! This evil will cover the world like a plague of locusts!
Please, you're scaring the children.
Better to slit their throats now than let them suffer at Darkspawn hands! There! One of their minions is already amongst us! This woman bears their evil stench! Can't you not see the vile blackness that fills her?
Watch where you throw your accusations, fool.
Please stop. Somebody shut his mouth.
But isn't he right? The ban left us. We're going to die.
This minion is but the first of those who will destroy us!
Don't be a fool, Darkspawn can be defeated.
No! I have seen them! You cannot run! You cannot fight!
What happened to you?
My family, my clan, those creatures butchered them all. Some of us fled here, but we cannot escape the Darkspawn!
How did you escape?
I ran, hearing my wife's screams as they dragged her off. She had hair the same color as yours.
You are not honoring her death by acting like this.
Are you calling me a coward?
I'm calling you an idiot to listen to yourself for a moment.
I have shamed my ancestors, but the blackness will come.
He was right, wasn't he? There's no hope for us.
There's always hope. Muster your courage.
You're right. We can't give up.
But we can't fight. What are we supposed to do?
We can't lie down and die either. We must go north to Denerim.
Darkspawn will feast on your living hearts. They will take your children.
Okay, he's not even there, but the dialogue, I guess, was stuck.
Maybe with that blasted chasing gone, my headache will go as well.
If you seek refuge in the Chantry, there's simply no room left.
Do I look like a refugee?
So many are coming to Lothering. I make no assumptions. Priests are within if you seek to offer devotion to the Maker, however. May he protect us all.
What about the bandits on the highway?
Were? Did you drive them off? Well, Sir Bryant will appreciate that.
Who's in charge here?
The revered mother runs the Chantry itself, and Sir Bryant heads the Templars stationed here.
Any news?
Not since Tairn Logain passed by with his army. It's a shame about the king. But with the Darkspawn coming, few can think of anything else. Make her watch over you.
Okay, loading. What was that?
There's word of darkspawn stragglers, but no sign of the main horde. We are the only hope of protection this village has now, and I will not abandon it. That is all. May the Maker have mercy on us.
Where the hell is this?
Who? I beg your pardon. I did not see you approach.
Sir Donald? Is that you?
Alistair? By the Maker, how are you? I was certain you were dead.
Not yet. No thanks to turn Logain.
If Arl Eamon were well, he'd set Logain straight soon enough.
If he were well? What do you mean?
The Arl is stricken with an illness that threatens his life. We have found no cure, either natural or magical.
When did this happen?
Only a few weeks ago, but he has declined quickly. No one knows the nature of the illness, and even magic has done little to slow its progress. Our only hope now is a miracle. Every knight of Redcliffe has gone in search of the Urn of Sacred Ashes. Andraste's ashes are said to cure any illness, but I fear we are chasing a fable. With each day, my hope dims.
Okay, well, I was... Your friend Sir Henrik is dead. I have something of his. Okay.
What? And you have his locket? And a note? Maker's mercy. Thank you for giving me these. I would never have known otherwise.
I dealt with the bandits that killed him.
Thank you. I wonder how many of us have met similar fates on this mad quest.
So I was hoping to meet Eamon, in fact.
Why is that, if I may ask?
Let's see here. Need his help against Logain. I'm not sure I want to say that though. Like, who is this guy anyway?
I see. The Arl is a popular man, it's true. Tern Logain, however, is a hero throughout Ferelden. Whatever the Tern has done or not done, the Arl remains ill, or worse. That is my primary concern.
Do you think he's involved with the illness?
The Arl fell ill before the king died. But what if Logain planned that too? Oh, such thoughts do not sit well with me.
We should see what's happening in Redcliffe ourselves. I believe that now more than ever.
If nothing else, I am certain you would be welcomed at Castle Redcliffe. The Arlessa is there, and she could tell you more than I could.
So your quest for the ashes brought you here?
I expected to take advantage of the Chantry's library, in fact. But my skills are better suited to battle than chasing down tales.
Tell me more about the urn.
Supposedly, the urn contains the ashes of the prophetess Andraste. Surely you know all this.
Perhaps I could help you?
Nothing I have found leads me to believe that this was anything more than a quest of desperation. With Henrik gone, I need to return to Redcliffe. Perhaps later I will seek out the scholar his note mentions. But I must go. Thank you again, my lady. You have been most helpful.
And when the Maker spoke, the chant of light scattered in the darkness. Words spare fear and ignorance. Let those who cry out from the shadows be comforted. Let those who seek redemption be delivered. Let those who have sinned be forgiven.
And when the chant spreads across all four corners of the world, let it rise at last to the ears of the Maker. Let him hear our unwavering faith. Let him hear
Praying for help from a prophet they burned. The God who has turned his back on them not once.
There is very little time.
And then shall the Maker return to the Black City in heaven. And then shall the chant of light make it pure. Let all mankind be humble. Let all repeat the chant of light. Only the word dispels the darkness upon us.
And when the Maker spoke, the chant of light.
Yes, my lady? Who might you be?
the Grey Warden, Alyssa.
I see. I am Ser Bryant, commander of the Lothering Templars. Tern Loghain declared all Grey Wardens traitors responsible for the king's death. You know this, I hope.
Didn't do such a thing.
I don't believe the Grey Wardens would be as careless or malicious as the Tern claims. But either way, there it is. It is best you not linger, though. Just in case.
Alright. So the bandits...
Maker's breath, how many times must we drive them off?
They won't bother you again. I killed them.
All of them? By yourself?
It's true. I saw it from my post. It was over so fast, we didn't even have time to get over there.
Sad that it needed to come to that. But then they asked for it. Will you accept a small reward for your service?
A small? I could keep an eye out for trouble for the right pay, yeah.
I wish I could afford such help, to be truthful. Take your reward, at any rate. It is all I have to offer. If it interests you, there is a Chanters board outside full of quests that need doing. The Chanters even offer pay for some of them. Now, unless there's something else you need.
Things seem very dire in the village.
They are. With the ban having taken his men north, the village is left to its fate. We will evacuate as many as we can before the horde reaches us. I will stay as long as I am needed. Now, unless there's something else you need.
Need some info.
If the matter is important, certainly.
Any news?
Other than the Darkspawn horde bearing down on us, none of it is good. Tern Loghain is set to declare himself king, I hear. Disaster piled on disaster.
What do you mean?
Tern Loghain has no legitimate claim on the throne. He may be a hero, and his daughter may be queen, but he is a commoner, and the king's corpse is barely cold. If Arl Eamon was able to intervene, perhaps it would not have gone this far. I do not care who takes the throne. Only fools fight over who owns a cottage while it burns down around them.
I should go.
Travel safely, and may the Maker watch over you.
20 silver.
Those who seek redemption be delivered, but those who have sinned be forgiven.
And when the chant spreads across all four corners...
Will you be making a donation to the Chantry, my friend? You look like you have salvaged more of value than most who make it here.
Who are you?
I am the revered mother of this Chantry. Traditionally, those who seek my blessing tithe first.
To the Chantry? Are you joking?
A great number of people could be fed and clothed for a fraction of your finery. But you must do as your heart wills. What can I do for you, then?
I'm a Grey Warden. Need your help.
Grey Warden? Here? Oh dear. You put me in a difficult position. You must know that Tern Loghain declared the Grey Wardens to be outlaws.
So I've heard, but it is he who betrayed the king.
Tern Loghain? That is as hard for me to believe as his condemnation of the Wardens. There is a price on your head. Lay low, and I promise to keep your presence a secret. That is the best I can do. Now, if there is nothing else...
Could you provide any help at all?
I cannot help you without risking the safety of this village and Chantry. The best I can do is keep your presence a secret. I am sorry. Now, if there is nothing else...
I was hoping to receive your
You
blessing.
were contemptuous when I asked for aid. A blessing would hardly be appropriate. Wouldn't you agree? Now, if there is nothing else... May the Maker guard you, Grey Warden.
Okie dokie.
And enduring perseverance.
And then shall the Maker return to us. And then shall the Maker return to the
Loading. Oh, and it crashed again? Like, this is ridiculous. What's going on with this? With this thing? It's really, really something. Of course, I didn't really save, I think. It be before the tempo, I think. Alright, well, let's do this quickly then.
There's word of darkspawn stragglers, but no sign of the main horde. We are the only hope of protection this village has now. I will not abandon.
Andraste's ashes are said to cure any illness. But I fear... What? Maker's mercy. Thank you. I wonder how many... Supposedly, the urn contains the ashes of the prophetess on... Nothing. With Henrik gone, I... Thank you...
Yes, my lady? Who might you be? I see. Tern Logain declared all Grey Wardens traitor. It is best you not linger, though. Just... Maker's breath. How many times must we drive them off? All of them. Sad that it needed to come to that. But then they asked for it. If it is... Now, unless there's something else you need. Now, unless there's something else you need. It opens the large cabinet on the far wall. There is more there than we can carry when we evacuate. Travel safe.
Okay, that's a bit different from last time. Just get some kind of key.
Alright, alright.
And ignorance. Let those who cry out from the shadows come.
Will you be making a donation to the Chantry, my friend? Might I suggest 30 silver?
30 silver.
I understand. What can I do for you then? A great... You put me in a difficult position. You must know that Tern Logain declared... Tern Log... There is... Now... If there is nothing else... May the make...
And when the chant spreads across all four corners of the world, let it rise at last to the ears of the Maker. Let him hear our unwavering faith.
Please don't crash again. Maybe it's some kind of loading some sequence. Nope, nothing. Like, it's just for no reason. Let's go on.
So let's talk about your mother for a moment.
I'd rather talk about your mother.
Well, there's nothing to talk about. And besides, isn't your mother a scary witch who lives in the middle of a forest? Much more.
So how is it that Tern Logain survived when even the Grey Wardens didn't make it out of that place down south?
I heard he saw just in time what those Grey Wardens were doing and saved his men. He's a hero, that's what he is.
Too bad he couldn't save poor King Kaelan. Blast those Grey Wardens, they deserve what they got and more.
I'll say.
Greetings, milady. Best be careful, Darkspawn are coming.
Well, look what we have here then. I think we've just been blessed.
Uh-oh. Logain's men. This can't be good.
Didn't we spend all morning asking about a woman by this very description, and everyone said they hadn't seen her?
It seems we were lied to.
Gentlemen, surely there is no need for trouble. These are no doubt simply more poor souls seeking refuge.
They're more than that. Now stay out of our way, sister. You protect these traitors, you'll get the same as them.
What makes you think we're traitors?
Tern Logain claims the Grey Wardens betrayed the king. Or haven't you heard?
Enough talk! Take the warden into custody. Kill this sister and anyone else that gets in your way.
Right, let's make this quick.
Alright.
I never liked this part.
Won. We surrender.
Good. They've learned their lesson and we can all stop fighting now.
The Grey Wardens didn't betray King Kalen, Logan did.
I was there. The turn pulled us out of a trap.
The Tairn left the king to die.
The wardens led the king to his death. The turn could do nothing.
Take a message.
What do you want to tell him?
He'll pay for what he's done. We're coming for him.
I'll tell him. Right away. Now. Thank you.
I apologize for interfering, but I couldn't just sit by and not help.
Where does his sister learn to fight like that?
I wasn't born in the Chantry, you know. Many of us had more colorful lives before we joined. Let me introduce myself. I am Liliana, one of the lay sisters of the Chantry here in Lothering. Oh, I was.
I'm Melissa. Pleasure.
Those men said you're a Grey Warden. You will be battling the Darkspawn, yes? That is what Grey Wardens do. I know after what happened, you will need all the help you can get. That's why I'm coming along.
Okay. Sure.
That, and the Maker wants me to go with you.
Okay.
Then, you believe me? I knew the Maker had sent a true dream. A vision that by serving you, I serve his holy plan.
Perhaps your skull was cracked worse than Mother thought.
Thank you. I appreciate being given this chance. I will not let you down. Indeed.
I see. So, you can only have 4 characters in the party at the same time, so... Yeah, I guess the dog is okay, but really not much help.
Allow me. I could do that for you.
She's a rogue.
As you like.
Come on.
I'll get on it.
You're gonna make more trouble? We've about all we can stand in Lothering now.
I'm not here to make trouble.
Well, those boys were trouble themselves, to tell the truth.
Right then, name's Denal. Sorry I can't chat much. As you see, we've a full house.
Okay, any rumors?
I heard from some travelers that something bad might have happened in Redcliffe, overrun by Darkspawn, maybe. There's no word from the village at all. A merchant friend of mine said he encountered someone fleeing the place and there was nothing waiting for him there but death. He wisely turned around and came right back. Anything else I can get you?
Do you have any rooms?
Look around. People are sleeping on the floors and in the attic. That's how many rooms I don't have.
Who were those men I fought exactly?
When Tian Logain marched by, he left those fellas behind to look for Grey Wardens. I suppose that's you.
You'll keep that to yourself.
I have no qualm with you, whatever the Tern says. My grandfather served. Your secret's safe with me. What can I get you then? Luck speed your way.
Alright.
You hear about food? Take it up with that bleeding runt by the chantry. I got other gear to sell.
Out of food.
Whole mess of refugees come in and leave near every night. All have hungry bellies, sad tales, and mementos for barter. I sold that bleeding merchant outside about half my larder 2 weeks back, and now he's charging outrageous sums for all my food.
I took care of it.
You did? Well, I don't know what to say to that. Thanks.
Okay, let's sell some stuff which I got. Crushing frozen give the lightning. Okay. Oh, crushing. Okay. Yes. Let's get rid of that one. Chainmail. Scale armor. Chainmail again. This one is not very good, is it? Okay, let's get rid of it. Still don't know what this does. The memory band. What the hell is this thing? Just occupying space. Let's get rid of the wolf pelts. Alright, then let's see what he has for sale. What is this? Improved. Okay, alright. Stamina regeneration. Oh, that's expensive. Gift. 14 silver. Let's get the ale. Another thing here. Alright, that's good enough.
We were lucky. We had a coin to pay the toll to those bandits.
Please, I must continue
Many didn't.
paying, else I earn no coin tonight.
Said he was from Redcliffe. He talked to everyone in the tavern. How are we supposed to know where the urn of sacred ashes is? As well ask us how to get it removed.
Hello, stranger. I don't suppose you know anyone that can make traps?
What for?
Old man Barlin said that Darkspawn may be coming soon. He's got traps on his farm. I figured I'd put a few on my lands. Barlin wants to poison his traps. I just want normal traps.
He does?
Ah, he doesn't have any poison yet, thank the Maker. So his fields are just full of traps. He can be a bit eccentric.
I can't make traps.
I didn't mean to bother you. Sorry.
So, let me get this straight. You were a cloistered sister?
You must have been a brother before you became a Templar, no?
I never actually became a Templar. I was recruited into the Grey Wardens before I took my final vows.
Do you ever regret leaving the Chantry?
No. No, never.
I'll get
Do
on
you?
it.
Yes. You may not believe it. Peace there. The kind of peace I've never known.
It used to get so quiet at the monastery that I would start screaming until one of the brothers came running. I would tell them that I was just checking. Oh, you never know, right?
No, I never did anything like that. I enjoyed the quiet.
Suit yourself.
What is
the
it?
look on their face was always priceless.
You got a bed for the night. You taken care of.
I was hoping Mora could help you.
Don't need blades right now. We need beds, food, and an end to all these sad sots. I don't suppose you know anything of tonics, medicines, or herbs.
But my friend does.
Then you may be able to do us a lot of good. All manner of travellers come through, many injured or sick. We do our best, but we're out of supplies. There's medicinal herbs in the woods to the north. If you make a few poultices, I'll scrape together some sort of payment. I'll write all you need to know in this note here.
Okay.
How dare you accuse me of thievery? I saw you take the supplies from my car. Your grassland eyes are inept. A chastened would never stoop to petty theft. You marsh folk are all thieves and liars.
Enough! People here are already desperate and frightened. They don't need you two coming to blows.
But what about my food?
I said enough!
We fought the Darkspawn in the wilds, but we never had a chance.
Saving game.
You want one of my captors? I will not amuse you any more than I have the other humans. Leave me in peace.
What are you?
A prisoner. I'm in a cage, am I not? I've been placed here by the Chantry.
The revered mother said he slaughtered an entire family, even the children.
It is as she says. I am Sten of the Beresad, the vanguard of the Kunari peoples.
Kunari?
If you haven't heard of us, that is your own shortcoming. Though it matters little now, I will die soon enough.
This is a proud and powerful creature, trapped as prey for the Darkspawn. If you cannot see a use for him, I suggest releasing him for mercy's sake alone.
Mercy? I wouldn't have expected that from you.
I would also suggest that Alistair take his place in the cage.
Yes, that's what I would have expected.
I suggest you leave me to my fate.
What did you do to end up in there?
I have been convicted of murder. Have the villagers not spoken of this?
Who did you murder?
The people of a farmhold. 8 humans, in addition to the children.
Obviously that's horrible.
I agree.
Aren't you interested in seeking atonement?
Death will be my atonement.
There are other ways to redeem yourself. Okay.
Perhaps. What does your wisdom say is equal to my crime?
Help defend the land against the Blight.
The Blight? Are you a Grey Warden, then?
Why'd you ask?
My people have heard legends of the Grey Warden's strength and skill. Though I suppose not every legend is true.
Would the revered mother let you free?
Perhaps if you told her the Grey Wardens need my assistance. It seems as likely to bring my death as waiting here. Farewell, then.
To be left here to starve? Or to be taken by the Darkspawn? No one deserves that. Not even a murderer.
Not sure about that.
We done heard what was said. You're a warden. I don't know if you killed King Kalen, and make her forgive me, I don't care. But that bounty on your head could feed a lot of hungry bellies. Attack!
Some... Darkspawn! Kill them all! You can get off my back. It's your time to die! You should run while you can. Victoria! You force our hand. Make us reserve
My blood.
What were they doing here?
Mighty timely arrival there, my friend. I'm much obliged.
You're welcome.
The name's Bodan Fedek, merchant and entrepreneur. This here is my son, Sandor. Say hello, my boy.
Hello.
Road's been mighty dangerous these days. Mind if I ask what brings you out here? Perhaps we're going the same way.
Let me see here. I doubt you want to travel with a Grey Warden.
Grey Wardens? My, that does rather explain a lot. No offense, but I suspect there's more excitement on your path than my boy and I can handle. Allow me to bid you farewell and good fortune, though.
Goodbye.
Now then, let's get this mess cleaned up, shall we?
Okay. So where does that go? Does it go out? Wide open world. Okie dokie, that was interesting. Wait, was that it, or was there more of them? I don't know. Find out later.
Target practice, anyone? Alright, alright. All right.
He has a lot of stuff. Had a lot of stuff, I should say. Should be one more. I think it was 3 groups of bandits, not 2. Where exactly are they, though? Maybe here?
I am prey for no creature.
What the hell is that? Spider.
Too easy.
Spider has a chainmail. Okay. That fits. There's one more. Okay, let's have a look here. Already full again, huh? Like, it's really need more space here. Sold to a merchant. Okay. Toxin extract, sure. Okay.
Got it.
Who's that though? Like standing there. Looks like bandits to me. I think they are. Yeah, that's the guys. That's the last group of them.
It's your time.
Leave something or not. Is he blinking? Or is it just the grass moving? Okay, so first... Anyway, I need to get to the church again.
Have a care where your eyes linger, Alistair.
Yes, well, don't worry. It's not what you think.
The path of righteousness is full of hardship, but the Maker smiles upon its travelers.
I guess that's it. So this might be the mother of that boy who was on the bridge, or girl, I don't remember who it was now. The boy. Sure, yeah, I'll take that one. I mean, you can take all of them, but... Northern Wood. Okay, sure, I'll take that one as well. Why not?
I'll get on it.
Good day, Sister Leliana. I'm surprised to see you're still in Lothering.
It is good to see you as well, Your Reverence.
Is there something I can do for you then?
Yes, so about the Kunari.
It might have been kinder to execute him, but I leave his fate to the Maker. Why does he interest you?
What did he do? Well, I kind of know what he did, but okay.
He butchered an entire farmhold. Only one of the youngest hid long enough to survive. The child said his father had found the Kunari gravely wounded and took him in. That kindness was repaid with murder. The bandsman found the Kunari just standing amidst the carnage. He did not resist them.
What would make him do such a thing?
He would not say, though he acknowledged his guilt. Even the seasoned knights who apprehended him were disturbed by the carnage. However docile he appears, do not be fooled. That Kunari is a danger.
What if he causes an incident with his people?
The Maker demands justice, regardless of his race.
Yeah, fair enough. Is there any way I can convince you to release him?
Then his next victims might count you and me as their murderers.
I was thinking you might release him into my custody.
And what do you say on this, Liliana? You know your friend better than I.
These are unusual times, Your Reverence. With us, the Kunari might do some good. I am sure of it, in fact.
Were things not so desperate? Very well, I trust you. Take these keys to his cage and make her watch over you.
Thank you, Your Reverence. Your trust is not misplaced.
Oh, 1 second. Nope, that's not it.
You ever wonder if that's an accurate
Hey,
likeness
here's
of
this
Andrade?
murderer that
Maybe
killed
she
a
was
whole
ugly.
family of
Maybe
9
she had
people or 8
What
people.
now?
Let's get him free. And she's like, sure, let's do that. Why not? Sounds like a good idea. Alright. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of the arrows, because I need space. There we go. That's better. I wonder if it's gonna crash again or not. It seems like there's a lot of issues with this game. It's not my computer because I've been able to play other games just fine. And yes, crash. That's what I thought. It's always in the same spots as well, which is very weird. Good thing I saved. Good thing I saved. Did I save? Okay, let me have a look at the options. Maybe something with the video that causes an issue. Monitor, excessive screen tearing. Not really. Frame buffer. Okay, let's disable that one. Okay. Let's give that a go, see if it's any better.
So tell me something, Morrigan. Did you live there in that forest your entire life?
I left it on occasion, but I always returned.
Let me
Why?
sell stuff first.
Is that so strange? It was my home.
But it was just you and your mother there. No one else.
Mother occasionally had company.
What? Company? Do I even want to ask?
No.
Yes, of course.
Really don't.
Don't suppose you're looking to buy something.
Alright, let's have a look. This one is two-handed, yeah. kind of standard though. Okay, let's get rid of it. Dagger, definitely don't need that. Strength, okay. Heavy chainmail boots. Okay, I don't need one of them though. And I got another chainmail again. It's good money. Let's get rid of that thing. Meanstone. Silver bowl. Okay. Still don't know what this is for exactly. Alright, actually I didn't check her equipment, I believe. Enchanted dagger. Dagger, huh? Let's go with the longsword. There's some helmet. Armor 175. Okay. Let's go with this one. Can she equip it? Yes. She doesn't have gauntlets. Leather boots. Scale boots, a little bit better. Or maybe this one. Leather armor. Yeah. Let's go with chainmail. She's actually pretty strong. With the shield. Cunning weapon resistance. Okay, this is better. That's it. Alright.
You wish something more of me?
You wish something more of me? I have the key to open the cage.
I confess, I did not think the priestess would part with it.
She agreed to release you into my custody.
So be it. Set me free and I will follow you against the Blight.
How can you help exactly?
I have spent my life in the Vanguard. I know war, and your lands need all the help they can get.
Sure.
And so it is done. I will follow you into battle. In doing so, I shall find my atonement.
What? Oh, what if I don't lead you to your atonement?
Then I will find it myself. May we proceed? I am eager to be elsewhere.
Another party member, huh? I'm good with what I have, though, right now. But anyway, he'll be useful, I suppose, later. Save this thing. that?
Now's better than later.
The path of righteousness is full of hardship, but the Maker smiles upon its travelers.
Alright, hey, 50 silver, that's pretty good. Okay, so just one moment. I'm gonna exit at the side there. Richard, 4th. Yes.